It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K, everybody. Tonight, the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they've been looking forward to this first game, even away from home, where the energy in the arena will be running against them. We'll see if they can get themselves into enough of a rhythm to pull out a win. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Sean.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Wow. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll see you later.
Guys too.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
In that game against the Spurs, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry, and those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Favors finds Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Favors trying to break free. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Favors. Holiday's got the first points of the night for New Orleans.
And this is Alvin Gentry's fourth stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, let's get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades.
Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And they'll keep possession. Favors can't get it to go. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Harden, it's tipped.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Holiday against Westbrook. 14 feet away. The shot by Holiday, no good. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the basket by Harden.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Harden against Holiday. Puts it up. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
And it's Houston's ball. It's a three-point game. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, they're back. Ball and Reddick. Hart is out there with Williams. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Here's Hart, defended by Gordon. And Hayes kicks to Williams. Over House. The shot by Williams, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Reddick against Harden. The drive by Reddick. 6 on the shot clock. And the Pelicans miss again. Houston leading by 3. Here's Gordon. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Throws it up high, and Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
The deep three from Harden. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets on top, up by 1. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
You know, I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Lets it go. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. James Harden is second. Fourth, Russell Westbrook.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Harden outside, over Holiday, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Eric Gordon. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, great showing for him last season. Second in field goal percentage, fifth in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. Holiday against Westbrook, and Holiday kicks to Ingram. To halt the run, that one's in there. Rocket lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Holiday.
You see the competitiveness of Holiday, not about to let the three on the other end go unanswered.
The Pelicans have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Out left to the wing, feeds to Williamson. Shoots over Tucker. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarter strong. Can't do it much better than that.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Long game, guys, so let's play. Every possession. Gonna be some ups and downs. All the little bit.
Patient words from Mike D'Antoni, recognizing that the game is long and that stamina is critical.
Yeah, but at the same time, commanding them to remain engaged. No time to take possessions off.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in its center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. On the free throw, no good.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. And here's Westbrook from the arc.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Rockets trail. 7:06 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. That shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Reddick passes to Williamson. They double him with Rivers. And the wide open shot from Reddick. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Daniel House. And James Harden subbed in for Austin Rivers. Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 1. 41 seconds left in the game. Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Zion Williamson.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
And during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 1. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try it.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. They lead by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Shoots it. Misses the jumper. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and our attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. Our hard work is going to be enough as well.
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.